This is Sky Sports 1 Live.
It is the biggest rivalry in British basketball. It's about passion, about commitment, and the pride of the capital is at stake. It is the Leopards against the Towers. Hello and a very warm welcome to the London Arena. Anyone who saw these two sides play each other last year will know that there is absolutely no love lost between them. But let's also remember they were the two best organisations of last season, sharing all four major honours between them. This season they're going pretty well already, although it's early days. With us tonight, Nick Nurse, formerly with Birmingham and now coaching on the continent with Belgium. Welcome, Nick. The London Towers and the London Leopards, undisputedly probably the two best sides in the country at the moment.
Well, hey, the record speaks for itself. Over the last 2 years, seven of the last 8 trophies have gone to these two basketball teams. Every time they get together, you expect a good basketball game. A lot of fans came out tonight. I'm sure they're going to get their money's worth.
How important do you think it will be for the two teams to draw first blood against their arch rivals and get some sort of psychological advantage?
Well, it's very important. I mean, you know, the rivalry is there and they're always going to be a big game. Right now, the Leopards already have 2 losses in the league, so it may be a bigger game for them to stay in that league race to defend their title. I think the pressure's on the London Leopards just a little bit more tonight because of that situation.
Let's take a look at the table because the Leopards are leading the way at the moment. As Nick mentioned, they've got those 2 losses, and the Towers at the moment in third. They are a Thames Valley Tigers sandwiched between them. Nick, what part do you think that discipline will play tonight? Because we know there can be fireworks when these two get together.
Yeah, there always is. I think the discipline factor, when people talk about discipline, they usually refer to the Leopards and keeping their cool with the referees, keeping their cool with their opposition. And we've had, they've had their history problems with that in the past, a year ago and this year as well. They have to play basketball and not worry about anything else and take care of business.
Much more from Nick in a moment. First, let's find out more about these two teams. Let's go courtside to Suzanne Dando.
Thanks very much, Dominic, and a very good evening to you all from courtside tonight. Well, as we've just heard, these two teams really matched each other last season, didn't they? Point for point, game for game, and trophy for trophy. And as we've just seen in the league table as it stands today, we could be in for a repeat performance this season. But when the Towers and the Leopards are in the house together, I can tell you from my point of view, standing here courtside, it's a little bit like being thrown to the lions. There's a great passion for a win, of course, a lot of determination and a lot of fierce action, which can mean only one thing, that we've got one hell of a game lined up for you tonight from 2 of the finest teams in British basketball, and I think there'll be more than just points on the scoreboard that are at stake tonight. London is British basketball's fiercest battleground. The London Towers and the Greater London Leopards monopolised last season, sharing all 4 domestic titles. They played 8 times, with the Towers winning the final confrontation, the Wembley Championship. Both clubs are committed to the same goal. They want to conquer the capital. Coming from similar backgrounds, their rivalry is even more intense. Both owners have extended their entertainment empires into basketball to create 2 of the league's most high-profile clubs. Big business demands success and recognition. Both teams have achieved this by collecting 7 out of 8 titles in the past 2 seasons. Neither team has had major player upheaval. The Leopards have retained the invaluable presence of John White, Robert Youngblood and Eric Burks. And across town, Carl Brown, Danny Lewis, Neville Austin and Keith Robinson are back for the Towers. But as the league becomes increasingly tougher, new talent is always needed to reinforce squads. The Leopards signed Jason Crump from Crystal Palace and ex-giant Makiba Perry. Both have been involved in local derbies, but not as white-hot as a London clash.
When I was in Manchester, I heard there's a pretty big rivalry that everyone's like pretty much gunning for one another's heads. So I think I want to be a part of that.
Our biggest rivalry last year was Hemel, because we were both at the bottom of the table. Whereas this year, you know, it's the two top teams in the country. We're going at it. So, you know, we want to keep our spot at the top of the table.
Kevin Cadle drafted Marco Baldi, who has won 2 Italian titles with Milan, and last season's top rebounder, ex-Worthing Bear James Hamilton.
I think there's more involved. You have the city of London at stake here, and we want to protect and say it's our city, not theirs.
There's a big rivalry between the two teams, but in my career I experienced that before, and all you got to do is just play as hard as you can and try to do your best. So hopefully, you know, our team tonight is going to be the winning one.
With the league's heightening profile, neither coach wants to lose the first battle of the season.
What we're looking to do is try to put a little bit of space between us and the Leopards as far as the league goes. If we can knock them off, that'll put them on 3 losses, which gives us a little breathing room as far as they're concerned. The game was at their court, and it'll give us that advantage of being able to take a game at their house. So, you know, there's a lot in stake in tonight's match.
The last 4 titles in the league, 2 went to the Towers, 2 went to us. Tonight's not just a basketball game, it's a clash of champions.
2 champions, there will only be 1 winner. Nick, the bookmakers have it 3 points advantage to the Towers. Is that about fair, do you think?
That sounds pretty good to me. Last year I picked the Leopards to do it in Wembley, and I was wrong. I'll tell you what, I think I'll take the Towers, and that 3 points looks pretty good tonight.
Nick, who are the key players we're looking out for? Is it going to be the usuals, the Danny Lewises and the Burks and the Whites?
Yeah, I think so. I think Danny Lewis always is what makes the Towers go. It'll be a factor to see what Robert Youngblood, if he's going to get on court, and James Hamilton, going to get 2 outstanding players who've both been hampered by injuries. Let's see what they do to the game tonight.
What difference do you think it will make if either one of those doesn't make it in for the side?
Well, they kind of cancel each other out if they both stay, but I think Youngblood may be a bit healthier than Hamilton. I talked to James Hamilton just a minute ago. He said he was going to give it a try tonight and get a few minutes, and if he does, big factor for the Towers.
Thank you, Nick. It's time to get the action on. Nick's going across to the commentary box, and he'll be joining Mike Sharp. Mike.
Yep, thank you very much indeed, Dominic, and let's get straight to the full lineups as the time moves on. First of all, the hometown Greater London Leopards, and as we mentioned, Burks and White, the best 1-2 punch in British basketball. They are back wearing 4 and 5. Look out also for Jason Crump wearing 14, Tresvant 20, Mike Defoe 24, and Makiba Perry wears 25. Who is Billy Mims going to go with for the starting 5? Well, he's going to go with Eric Burks and John White. Crump will wear 14, Tresvant wears 20, and Makiba Perry wears 25. For the London Towers, the full lineup reads Brown, Hogan Jimmy, Robinson, Lewis, Baldy, Austin, Deppish, Hamilton, Gottfried, and Duhaney. And the starting 5 for the London Towers will read 7, Robinson, 8, Lewis, 10, Austin, 11, Deppish, and Gottfried will wear 13. We are live at the London Arena. It is Budweiser basketball action, and this is the one we've been waiting for, Coach. This is the one.
This is it, Mike. Here we go.
Towers on the ball with the first offense, and Danny Lewis is on the ball for the Towers. Lewis works into the paint, gives it up to Robinson, doesn't get there. Rebound, Makiba Perry. Look out, that will not be the only rebound he has this evening, and Tresvant on a nice assist from Eric Burks, and let's give you confirmation of that betting. The bookies say London Towers are favorites by 3. I think if they said London Towers by a half, I'd go for it.
3's too much for you, huh, Mike?
Oh, boy. Yep, and there's a turnover.
Well, we got a good start for the Leopards here. They've got 2 defensive stops and 1 quick fast break basket. Everybody knows the Leopards are the highest scoring team in the league, and they're going to try and get it up the floor quickly. Trez got an early layup. Now they get to come down and play some half-court offense. Let's see what they can get going.
You got to love the size of the crowd here tonight.
Hey, you got to, Mike.
Offensive player will go to the line for 2 shots.
Ball is with John White. White goes up for the 3. It goes down!
Wow.
Fade away 3 from the top.
Hey, I remember that guy. Going left, 1 dribble with a guy in his face. It doesn't matter, baby. He can knock him down.
5-0. Leopards with the lead.
Little pressure by the Leopards. Looks like a half-court trap here, Mike.
Now let me ask you this. Leopards are high-scoring team. Nice drive to the middle by Godfrey. Doesn't get there. Rebound. Burks has it. Tresvant goes right. Makiba Perry down the middle. Nice pass. John White is off. Black ball is the ball. Leopards are a free-scoring team. Of course, London Towers, second best defensive team in the country. How do they go about stopping this Leopards machine?
Well, they got to get their defense set up, Mike. You know, it's contrasting styles. They got to make them play 5 against 5. If they make them do that, that's what they want to do. They'll be in good shape. If it's up and down, the Leopards will enjoy that.
Burks doesn't get there. Rebound, Jason Crump. That's a fine stress man.
That's another thing the Leopards do very well, Mike. Offensive rebound. Best rebounding team in the league. Got to keep them off the glass.
Godfrey gets the drop. The first points for the London Towers.
There's a guy that's really improving himself. Good outlet pass from Robinson here. Martin Godfrey getting a starting call tonight. That'll help him. Get an easy basket early in the game for somebody who's not used to starting really will boost his confidence. He's really improved himself, Mike, as a player.
Tresvant broken up by Neville Austin. Nice read by Neville. And Tresvant steals it back. Tresvant looking for the early outlet. Makiba Perry go off, burns through the leg. Crump walked with it. Looked good, but
one scoreboard. The scoreboard up to my left. I know some of you fans will be.
They call that one a lot, Mike, on that little pump fake, and you try and put it down. Will Jones, Roger Harrison tonight.
Yeah, we got some tough guys with the whistles tonight.
That's right. I just saw Will, Mike, in Portugal. He did my last game.
Did he?
On Tuesday, yep. Did a heck of a job, too.
Danny Lewis on the ball for the Towers. Comes to Godfrey. Depesh feeds it down low. Double team, triple team. And here's Burks. Burks tries to go around the back and gets the two. Oh, my goodness. It wasn't the most fluent play by Eric Burks. Lewis doesn't get there. The putback is good for Robinson.
You're right, it wasn't that pretty for Eric Burks, but he got the result, the 2 points. He got it. Yep. Danny Lewis jammed him up a little bit as he was going around the back. But he finds a way to get it in the hole.
Burks back on the ball now. John White posting up Depesh. White goes to work. White gets bumped. Ooh. Nice neat pass. Oh, good rejection by Makiba Perry. Made sure that wasn't going anywhere near the hole. The foul is called on Eric Burks. That's the first.
First foul. Goes up on the scoreboard.
There it is again.
The scoreboard's now back in operation.
Sold him a good dummy there, didn't he?
That's a good play. You know, the best thing about that play is not only is he going to the line for 2 shots, but he draws one on Eric Burks. And hey, the Leopards need to have Eric Burks on the court and not in foul trouble. That's what makes that a good play.
Let me ask you this. Nah, I was just wondering whether that should have been given as a shooting foul, because he did head fake it.
Yeah, I think so, Mike. You know, he's underneath the basket. Ain't much else he's going to do with it and shoot it, and he's out there kind of on his own.
Burks back on the ball. Now a little full court pressure. No problem. Makiba Perry. John White on the ball. Beats Jason Crump. Crump goes to work. Nice post move. Oh, baby! What a move by Jason Crump. Now, I figured he was going to go out for the sky hook, but oh, what a move.
Lost his balance, did a nice job. The old up and under move. Bought the fake, got a little bump, and still finished it up.
And I suppose when you expect him to go out to the sky hook, of course, coming back in, he has the edge.
That's right.
Depesh for 3.
That's a big shot right there. Depesh has been struggling from the perimeter. That is a big shot. He hits an early one.
Again, we have a problem on the scoreboard.
8.04 meters that one was from.
That's deep. That's deep. That's a long ways away, Mike.
A 1-point ball game, 9-8. John White on the ball. Tresvant out right. Gets it down low. Nice pass. Crump had it blocked. Look at that triple team on Robinson. Depesh gets it into the middle to Danny Lewis. Danny drives, count the 2. Towers lead it for the first time by 1.
10 points to 9.
You notice something, Coach? 5 minutes gone and only one foul in this ball game.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You commented about that triple team. The referees are really letting them play, and man, it's enjoyable to see.
McKeever gets bumped. Will go to the line for 2. Foul is called on Danny Lewis. There it is, another foul. They've doubled their foul count tonight.
That's right. Leopards are doing a pretty good job of attacking the inside. Billy Mims said that before the game, that he thought the game was going to be won on the inside.
Alanaz, Greater London Leopards versus the London Towers.
McKeever Perry on the line. Doesn't get the first. There's Coach Steve Tucker with the Spalding NBA folder of the Derby Storm. I tell you what, he's playing one of these teams on Wednesday night. He's playing Towers on Wednesday. He has really got his guys going in the last couple of weeks.
Well, he's had some tough luck. He's got him playing well, but isn't getting much to show for it right now. And probably just a matter of time before they get some W's. Lost in the last seconds at Manchester and had an unbelievable triple overtime game with Leicester on Thursday. So I think their brighter days are ahead of them, Mike.
Robert Youngblood coming into the ball game for the first time. Of course, he preceded you at the Bullets.
That's right. I followed him, huh?
Robert Youngblood, of course, suffering from an injury. Didn't start tonight's ball game. Oh, that was way out. Didn't get there. Danny Lewis with the ball. Youngblood. Whistle on the play, looks like it's on Youngblood. Martin Gottfried will go to the line again.
There's Youngblood, he's back, Mike. It's a little early for me, I'm kind of surprised. He must be feeling better. I know he started practice on Thursday after being out for a while, but he looks like he's okay.
Foul called on John White. There's another one of the Budweiser stars. Schultz, of course, having a tough time at the moment. The Watford Royals still looking for that first W.
12 points, the Towers 9, the Leopards. Again,
it's a 3-point ball game. Towers with the lead. There's Billy Mims in your picture. Youngblood advances the ball for the Leopards. Does well. In a bit of trouble. McKeever Perry gives it up. No save.
That's a great job, that press right there, Mike. You know what that does to them? That just eats up some shot clock time. There's only 16 left on the shot clock, and they still haven't got into their offense. And that's what Kevin's primarily trying. He'd like to get some steals out of it. That's primarily what he's trying to do. Shorten these possessions.
Burks for 3, short. Rebound, Tresvant. Does he get it? Does he lose it? They lose it. And Martin Gottfried again. Gottfried is good for 2. Martin Gottfried's doing it.
He's doing. Yeah, I tell you what, the Leopards are going to need to find Martin Gottfried. That's about the 3rd or 4th time now he's been out all on his own on a fast break.
Eric Burks. Leopards on a 9-2 run at the moment. Make that Towers on a 9-2 run at the moment. Depeche on the ball, 11 points to 14. I think this one as a basketball game has lived up to everything I was hoping for. Robinson for the long 2.
You can't leave him open, Mike. He's one of the best shooters, especially for a big man in the league. He gets a look like that, you can put it in the books. I like the Towers right now. I've got to like this tempo. They're doing just what I said, making this game a half-court game.
Foul is called. I think that's on Martin Gottfried.
Martin Gottfried is called for foul.
That's a lot of ball there. I don't know. I don't know. Referee was closer than me, so
that's
I'm saying
that's
now.
Right.
3:27.
All balls to me.
16-11. has 2 shots.
Blood gets his first point. Three minutes 27 left to play in the first. Gets a coach. Danny Lewis on the ball. And he gives it up. John White pushes. Pushes, little shake and bake, rejected, gets his offensive board. Felt the double team, and the double team pays off. And Burks steals it back. What a ball game. Now Burks off on the offense. Burks drives down the middle. Will he get the drop? No, he will not. Lewis with a nice stutter step. Oh, what a play. Doesn't get there. Who's got the ball? Burks. John White breaks out. White has it. Oh, what a spin move. Had it stripped by Neville. Did he step out?
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, Mike.
Oh. And a block by Youngblood. What a ball game.
Oh, my God. Up and down.
John White gets a nice screen from Tresvant. White doesn't get the drop. Can you believe this? Somebody dunk it.
Hey, there's 2 points.
Boy.
Man alive. There's about 7 trips in a row there, all in about 15 seconds.
No score at the end of 6 of them.
Okay, here we go.
Lewis fakes the 3 to Godfrey. That's 2 points. Nice play by Martin Godfrey. 3-point ball game, 15-18. Carl Brown is coming in for the first time. Godfrey goes out. Godfrey going out with 9 points in the first quarter. That's tremendous. Tremendous.
Hey, he couldn't do much better. Big news here. James Hamilton's also coming onto the floor, Mike.
Yeah, looks like Devlish is going out. Hamilton's in. Hamilton, of course, had so many injury problems this season. Boy, kept him out of European games and all sorts of stuff. Burks gets it down low to Youngblood. Blood works on Hamilton. Oh, nice move! Nice move, Blood.
There's Blood right there, Mike. He's going to get that thing and get you on his back and just jump over you with that outstanding ability. And the 2 guys that have been injured going head-to-head on each other, nice to see them both back on the floor. Let's hope they can do something and help their teams.
Carl Brown drops the 2. We're back out to a 3-point ball game. 1 minute, 12 seconds left to play in the first.
109 left.
Burks.
20 points Towers. Courtesy of Carl Brown on last basket.
Burks on the ball. Makiba Perry comes down low, gets a nice lob pass. Makiba tied up, jump ball. Good play by James Hamilton. We've got some latest scores from games taking place elsewhere. Chester Jets 47. Newcastle Eagles rolling with 62 at the end of the third. That's a Budweiser League game. The next one is Manchester Giants 20, Sheffield Sharks 22. That game in the Uniball Trophy. And that's at the group stage, of course. We'll be keeping you as up to date as we can with those scores from other games. 2 games taking place elsewhere tonight. Makiba Perry gets the tip. Burks has the ball under pressure from Carl Brown. Wraps it around to Makiba Perry. Trez pops out. John White has it. White with the shake and bake. Oh, rebound Robinson.
Approaching the final half minute.
John White laying a little pressure on Danny Lewis. Lewis has only 2 points so far in the ball game. We're inside the final 30 of the first quarter. Lewis drives, pops it long to Hamilton. Doesn't get there. Black ball is the call. 12 seconds left to play. Let's see if White, and to make that Eric Burks and Carl Brown getting a little close. Will Jones getting in there and breaking it up. Now we'll keep an eye on that and see how it develops.
Little physical there. Carl was ready to play some defense and a little body on him.
Boy, wherever Eric Burks goes, somebody named Carl Brown is with him.
It's not a bad idea to put a little body on Eric Burks right now, the way he's been playing.
Burks on the ball. Shot clock is down to 5. White doesn't get there. Who's got the ball? It's the Leopards ball with 1 second. 1.15, the actual figure, left on the shot clock. Left on the first quarter game clock.
For the corner, headline ball, Leopards.
Here it is. White will put it up for the three. Doesn't go down. There we are, the end of the first. Absolutely fabulous first quarter of basketball. Leopards, Greater London Leopards 17, London Towers 20. Join us for the second quarter right after this.
The £10,000 shootout.
November. It's like this.
Bigger, better, twice as hard.
In rugby union, England face three superpowers. Golf's elite play for titles and country.
Velocity, verified.
Down under, the Australia v New Zealand series. At home, 3 league tests, Great Britain v Australia. Cup action from England and Scotland. And Hoddle's Glory Boys play Cameroon.
Everybody be impressed.
November on Sky Sports.
Live greyhound racing coming up on Tuesday night. It's the final of the Evening Standard Television Trophy. Catch all the action live from the Wimbledon Stadium, Tuesday, 8 o'clock, Sky Sports 1. Right now, it is the capital derby between the Leopards and the Towers, with the hometown Leopards leading, down rather, by 17 points to 20. Back to our commentary team, to Nick and Mike.
Well, that was absolutely fantastic, that first quarter, no doubt about it. End to end, let's take a look at some of the numbers. 3-point shooting, 2 for 10 between them. Ugly, but look at some nice numbers on the 2-point shots, and the Towers have got to be happy with that.
Yeah, 3-point shooting, of course, both sides, Mike, is they're firing them up there, and the Towers be in good shape if the Leopards continue to go outside and not hit anything. That's the thing about the Leopards that's scary. They can get rolling on those 3-pointers. They don't care if they're 1 for 7 or 1 for 15. They start rolling. Let's look at the next page.
On the boards, Leopards doing a good job, and turnovers 5, a little bit high for the Towers, but nothing to worry about so far. Second quarter, we are ready to go. Live basketball action. That's an interesting start. Okay, Towers, you have that. Yeah. We are live from the London Arena. Budweiser basketball action, of course. We're on Sky. 17 to 20. Leopards trail the London Towers. Down low. This defense is getting out very, very quickly. Danny Lewis will put it up for the 3. Gets there. Make that a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, that's excellent against the zone. The Leopards go against the zone against a pretty good shooting Towers team that's on the floor right now. And they moved it in, moved it out, moved it around, and finally were patient enough to take the wide open 3.
Oh, what a pass. What a pass by Eric Burks. Woo! Here it is again. Look at this. Off the dribble, one-handed. How did he get that through there?
I don't know. That's some vision, and that's a quick, hard pass. Like I said, off the dribble's the key to that, Mike. He's just standing there kind of lackadaisical and zing right in there. Nice catch and finish by Youngblood as well.
Neville Austin got hit on that play, I think, and in a little bit of trouble, but is he going to go out? I think he's going out. Yeah, Marco Baldi's going to replace him. Neville's going to get some work done. I think it's somewhere around the left eye, not quite sure. Marco Baldi in the ball game. London Towers looking good so far.
They sure are. They're playing well. They're doing just what they wanted to do. Kevin Cato had them really prepared, and his players are executing.
Carl Brown for the 3, in and out. And that's a black ball. Little early, that one from Carl. He was wide open.
That's interesting, Mike. I'm not sure if the Leopards are actually going to give him that. I'd be surprised if they were, but it didn't look like they were real concerned about him being out there with the ball. It'd be an interesting strategy to watch.
Burks gets it down low to Makiba Perry. Perry goes to work. The fadeaway was just way, way short. And Burks with the steal. Burks gets the floater. It's good.
Boy, he's got a great touch when he goes in there. He jumps up. Man, it's really soft the way he puts that off the rim. I think the Towers, Mike, are trying to leak out and get some easy baskets on the Leopards, but they're just not making good passes. They hit Martin Gottfried a couple times, but they've turned it over a couple times as well. You need to be careful with that.
Great pass. Doesn't get there for Hamilton. And there's what you was. Oh, Eric. Don't forget the ball, Eric. Don't forget the ball. There was nothing wrong with the pass on that one, Coach.
That's exactly right. That was the catch, Mike. Or non-catch.
Yep. Hamilton to Robinson. Robinson will take that shot. Oh, whistle on the plate on Tresvant, is that? It'd be interesting to see, because it looked like a push-off initially. Then I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that had much to do with the rebound, though, Mike. I think it was coming out long anyway.
Here it is. There's Tresvant down on the bottom of your picture. He never touched him. The arms were coming straight up.
That's one of those acting jobs.
Yep.
But a good break for the Towers, huh?
Yeah. But we're down to a 2-point ball game very quickly.
Yeah, that's a great game. Really good game, Mike. Both teams are playing well. I got a little bit of everything, and it's good. I'm glad this thing will go down the wire just like they always do.
Hamilton has it. Hamilton was a great addition to this ball club, wasn't he?
Hey, well, he's a great player. He's got to stay healthy for him, though. If he's not going to be on the court, he ain't going to help him much. But, boy, you're right. A fantastic player.
Robinson. What a pass. What a great pass. And tough defense by the Leopards. John White with a shake and bake. Doesn't get that ugly shot, John. Tresvant with the steal. Gets it back to White. Burks goes right. Tresvant. Oh, what a move by John Tresvant. And Carl Brown has it. Carl should take this one all the way. Let's see who the whistle's on.
I think they're going to call it on Tresvant for the back.
That's 2 quick fouls on Trez.
John Tresvant, his second foul. 21-23, the scoreline.
He did give him a little.
Yeah, he knows. That's a good job by Carl Brown. Chris, again, one of the things Carl Brown does so well is draw the contact, and you know, he's not afraid to throw his body around a little bit, and he got in there and got him.
Hamilton goes to the bench. Tepish back on the floor, 21-23. Carl Brown on the line for 2.
Yeah, I bet you James Hamilton's a little winded. When you haven't played for a long time, you can practice and run and ride bicycle all you want to, but it's nothing like being on the floor in front of people and running up and down in a game of this caliber.
Nothing like the real thing.
That's exactly right, man.
Carl misses the second. Big defensive board by Youngblood. Youngblood kind of grimaced there. He's moving very slow up the floor. Burks looking ahead, gets a nice screen and roll by McKeever. Oh, great ball movement.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness, now that's an offense.
That was pretty.
That was pretty.
A couple touch passes and a nice finish. Here it is. Inside, high post, boom. Quick pass to Trez, and he finishes it up.
Could have been an and one. Whoa, what a save by Youngblood.
Great play by Youngblood. Get up there on the rim and knock it off, and here come the Leopards again.
Oh, wow. What a play by, Carl Brown. Blood's going to block this. Oh, great play. Great play by Carl Brown.
Hey, that's a big time play.
Youngblood was sucked right in looking for the block.
Look at that defensive play, and then to be able to get up and start the fast break and get around him, draw, dish for 2. Wow, was that a play by Carl Brown.
And we've got a little something else on the floor as well. Tresvant is going out. Tresvant's going out. The referees had a little chat to him. 23-26. Burks on the ball.
Okay, here comes John. They'll go inside.
Youngblood. Blood is fouled by Robinson. Youngblood will go to the line for 2. Robinson doesn't quite agree with the call.
That's a pretty hard slap right there. Ooh,
yeah, it's across
clean. Pretty clean, but a hard one. You know, those hard ones like that usually. Oh, he called it on the ground, though. That's interesting. Non-shooting foul.
Boy, real interesting.
Everybody's happy that way.
Oh. an interesting make good. Makiba long to Blood. Blood for three. Is good! With a swoosh! With a swoosh! We are tied at 26. But not for long.
That's the way to answer a three. I tell you what, Blood shot that thing like he's used to that out there at three-point land. I can't remember him making one of those.
That's a black ball. What a ball game. My goodness.
Got Blood out there, though, Mike.
Boy.
For three.
Looking good.
Right in the heart.
Youngblood has 11 points. Fairly close second quarter. There's Makiba Perry. Doesn't get there. Rebound, Depesh. Martin Gottfried, top scorer for the London Towers, hasn't been on the floor for a while. Baldy pulls it in. Depesh is calling for this ball way out on the left. Will they find him? Danny Lewis. There is Depesh. In and out. Black ball. There's Martin Gottfried. You know, I tell you, I have been impressed with him all season. There is no doubt about it. And he really got lucky because, you know, they were in so many injury problems. He's come on and he's made a place for himself in this team.
Oh, there's three. Another three. You can't leave John White that open. There's no doubt about that. But back to Gottfried, you're right. Here, let's look at the replay. I mean, John White, he's going to get that kind of room. That's a layup for him for three. But anyway, back to Gottfried. You're right. He has improved. But, Mike, I want to yell, Coach K, to put him back in. He's got 9 points, man.
Yeah.
Get him in there.
Yeah, I agree. Depesh on the ball. Carl Brown. Depesh to Lewis. Lewis for the long three. Doesn't get there. Rebound, John White. And here comes the Towers again. Here comes the Leopards again. Burks. Little shake and bake. White for the three. Low trajectory that time. Another layup for John White.
Hey, it looked like him, huh? Hey, that guy can shoot it.
Okay, Kevin Cato calls a timeout. We are going to go down, take a listen to what he has got to say to his guys.
Yo. Yo. All right.
Let's go.
I said we're going to switch it. I said we're going to switch it. Okay. I said we're going to switch it. All right. All right. Yo, and then on the offense, move the ball. Move yourself. Yo, we don't have two people in line with each other. All right. Make sure you're splitting each other. Now, let's get some movement on it. We get some movement. We get some colors. We'll be able to pick up some layups. We ain't got to depend. All we doing is shooting jump shots. Let's get a layup. Let's get someone on the inside. All we doing is shooting J's. All right? They ain't getting no foul because all we're doing is shooting J's. All right, so give me. Yo, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right? Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
Well, the London Leopards, the greater London Leopards, on a nice little run at the moment. They're on a 6-0 run. You heard Kevin Cadle there saying he called for switches on defense. And then, will we please stop shooting the ball from outside, take it inside so we can get some fouls on the Leopards.
Yeah, it looks like the last 2 3-pointers that John White, possibly there was a missed switch assignment there. It looked like Depesh got caught up with somebody who was supposed to switch out and didn't, and he's exactly right. Leopards are down here playing a zone, but they still got to attack it from the inside, just like that.
Guess who's back in the ball game? Martin Gottfried, as we get a nice 2 down low from Neville Austin.
That's a good timeout, Mike. They listen, huh? Take it inside. Bam, layup.
Yep.
And guess who else is back in the game?
Yeah, good. There he is. Leading scorer for the Towers tonight. Martin Gottfried has 9 points. Eric Burks. You know, Burks is playing kind of 40 minutes a game these days. He's cutting down.
I think it's in his contract this year.
White for another 3. Boom! 4 threes, and that's 3 in a row. I think the last 3 scores for the Leopards have been 3s by John White.
Wow. 4th one of the night for him.
If he gets hot, boy, we could have, the Towers could have a problem here.
He's hot, Mike. That qualifies as hot right now.
Neville drives, and a block shot by Makiba Perry, and a rebound by John White, and a fast break by the Leopards. Leopards, Burks, count the 2. Oh, that is just gorgeous basketball.
That's very nice. Again, passing in the transition, 3 against 2. Get it to a guy. Eric Burks with the high little soft flip again.
The high arc on that ball prevented the block shot. Neville Austin. Oh, interesting shot by Neville. Gets the 2.
Good job, Nev. Get in there and get the offensive glass on that. A little quick again maybe on a jump shot, but Nev took care of it. Couple nice baskets for Neville in a row. That might be somewhere where Towers can go at the offensive end here for a little while.
Burks to Makiba Perry. Youngblood has it. Blood. White comes around, takes the long way home, puts it up. Oh my goodness. I do not believe it. And John White felt he got hit as well. That from 6.5 meters. How many in a row is that?
Oh, man.
4 in a row. Oh, great play. Nice look by Robinson. Finds Hamilton in the paint. Now, since the timeout, all their points have come in the paint. The only thing wrong with that is they haven't had any fouls called on the left side.
Hey, that's excellent, though, because these are big momentum shots that John White's hitting, and the best way to kill that is to go down and score quickly, and they've been able to do that and keep in this game.
Burks with the killer crossover, and John White gives it up. Hamilton throws it away.
John White needs to shoot it. When he gets to shoot it, man, forget about passing it.
Billy Mims calls the play number 6. What's 6? Tell me, what's 6? John White hits 2 threes at the same time.
I'll tell you here in a minute. Hang on a second. I gotta jog my memory here a bit.
This is Burks. White spots up out left. Burks drives, gets it to Makiba Perry. What was the call there?
Out of bounds, I think. Yeah, he's out of bounds underneath. That wasn't a very good decision by Eric Burks there. He didn't have anything to do with it there, even if he was in bounds, trapped underneath the basket like that.
Here it is again. Unfortunately, we do not see his feet. Gottfried on the ball, back into the middle to Carl Brown. And a steal by John White. Foul is called on White. Second foul. Billy doesn't like that call. Let's take. Have we got that? Here it is. Let's take a look. That was all ball. You know, why don't you play tough defense? That's what we're asking guys to do. That's what, that's how you win ball games. The referees have got to rise to that.
Will's saying he had a hand on his back on that one, Mike, that maybe we couldn't see. I just heard him explaining it to John underneath, so maybe. But you're right. I agree with you about playing a little bit more aggressive.
The right hand is out there, left hand is on. Oh, well, never mind. 40-36. Youngblood. Blood looking ahead. What a pass.
Look out.
Jammed that one. Oh. Makiba Perry was ready to bring that one down.
Good foul. Good play by the Towers. I tell you what, Mike, you look at the score, it's 40-36 Leopards. I feel pretty good if I'm London right now, just because of the, the momentum. Here's the replay again. A good hard foul. He was going to go to dunk. Let's make him go to the line and shoot too. But just, John White just had an amazing run of three-point shooting here, and they're still only up 4 points. You know what I'm saying? The gap seems like it should be a lot more than it really is.
Robinson goes out. 3 fouls on Robinson. Kevin's going to need him on the floor at the end. Makiba Perry gets the first. Perry shooting only about 70% from the line this season. He's been a great addition to this ball club, you know that?
I like him. I really like him. He played well against us in Birmingham last year when he was playing for Manchester, and I like him. He's an active rebounder, which in this league is a very valuable thing.
More than active, he's the top rebounder we got.
That's right.
Averaging 13 boards a game.
Got a stronger word than active for me?
Awesome. Hamilton thought about the 3, puts it on the floor. Godfrey gives it back to Hamilton. This time he will take the 3 off left. Offensive board for Carl Brown. Pulls it in. Inside the final minute of the half. Depesh.
42-36.
Somebody go out and defend it. Rebound by Blood. And John White pushes.
John White pushes down the floor, don't stop.
It's there somewhere, guys. And a whistle. That looks like it's on Hamilton. Let's see. Who do they give it to? Yes, they do. It's on Hamilton. That's his first. Akiva Perry will go back to the line. Timeout has been called on the floor. Billy Mims calls a timeout. We're going to go down, take a listen to what Billy's saying to his guys.
Stop. Come on. You, Crumpy. I'm going to press here. Trace, you got 2 fouls, so why don't we go backward? All right, listen. You okay, Jake? Anybody else got 2 fouls? John on 2. I'll be all right. Don't foul anybody. I want to press. Don't foul it. Hey, I got a timeout left. All right, be smart. Just don't foul. All right, listen. Here's what we got to do. We're going to shoot this back. You're going to make the 2 free throws, all right? Now, look at him standing next to you. We're going to go 100 teams denied. So stand by your man that you're going to guard. Try to deny the inbounds back in. When the ball comes in, trap it. No foul. No foul. 21 seconds, all right? We're looking for a trap, but no foul.
Robert Youngblood in your picture. The message from the coach was we're going to track. That's the 100 tee. So we're hopefully going to make these 2 shots. That's what Billy's saying. And then look for the full court press. But the key thing is, A, they don't want to foul, and B, John White must not foul.
Yeah, good timeout by Billy. First of all, telling McKeever he's going to make these 2 free throws, and after he makes the second one, we're going to get in the press. Gets his quick lineup on the floor, takes his bigger guys out, gets his quickest lineup on the floor, make sure and tell John White not to get that 3rd. Let's see if they can get 1 more basket before the half.
There it is. There's the full court pressure everywhere the Towers look. And, oh boy. How could they not blow that? I'm sorry. Burks, what a pass. Oh, baby. What an assist by Eric Burks. But I have to say that was a foul on Danny Lewis midcourt. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, I'll tell you what, what has happened has been really good for the Leopards. It's exactly what they wanted.
And they ain't finished because they're still in 100 T.
Sure.
So the problem, the clock.
The clock stopped. I think we're going to run a couple of seconds off, are we?
There's going to be a 3 seconds.
3 seconds will be left on the clock.
What?
3-second hold on the clock.
They're saying there's really 13 seconds left. 13.40.
Okay, gotcha.
I think that's what they mean.
There's the 100 T again.
Here comes the trap.
And this time, Godfrey gets it over the halfway line. Round the back, nice dribble. Robinson for the 3. Doesn't get there. How long left? 3 seconds. John White looks at the clock. Needs to put it up now. Ooh, doesn't get there. What a fantastic half of Budweiser basketball action live on Sky. Godfrey did a good job for his coach. Youngblood coming off the bench, and John White, what a performance. Leading scorers with 15 points for White, 13 for Youngblood. The score at the half, 45 to the hometown Leopards, 36 to the London Towers.
So it's the Leopards with a 9-point lead here at the London Arena. We'll be back with the thoughts of Nick Nurse in just a moment. Stay with us on Sunday Night Basketball, Sky Sports.
Okay, everybody, you ready for some music?
Tuesday at 6.
Me and you don't exist, have you got that?
So you're one of these blokes who just uses a girl and then dumps her when it suits him.
Still at school, for Pete's sake.
I can leave school, I'm old enough.
The chairman's daughter, man. Aye, only a brave boy would try that one. I'm sorry.
Dean!
I dread to think what I'd do if she was with some guy that was messing her about.
What makes you say that?
The way I see it is, what you lose on the swings, you gain on the roundabouts.
Dream Team continues Tuesday at 6, Sky 1.
In order to build a high-performance vehicle, you have to understand the laws of physics. Building aircraft has taught us how extreme forces affect man and machine. The Saab 9-5 evolved from one basic principle. There should be no forces outside your control.
That was a good Daily Star, eh?
Could have done with a bit more football in it.
Yeah.
Stop! Don't buy a used car privately without a White Knight warranty plan. For information, call 0870 601 6000 now.
Orange understand that some people like to share. TalkShare Plus lets 2 or more people share one talk plan, one bill, and cheaper calls. The future's bright. The future's orange.
More live USPGA golf coming your way on Thursday night. It's the Tour Championship featuring the top 30 money earners on the US Tour. All the big names will be there, including all 4 major winners. Our live and exclusive coverage starts Thursday night at 8 on Sky Sports 2. We are at the London Arena and we're watching the big Capital Derby. The Leopards at the moment leading the London Towers by 45 points to 36. Nick Nurse has joined us now. Nick, what are your overall impressions of that first half?
Well, I think it's an excellent basketball game, first of all, but I think the biggest factor was it was a pretty even game, and all of a sudden John White just came alive. Bang, 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 bang. 4 3-pointers in a row, and Leopards go in with a 9-point lead.
And the Towers?
Well, I think the Towers have been a little bit unfortunate. They've got pretty good shots at the offensive end against the Leopard zone, but they just haven't made them. They've had a lot of tough luck. They need to turn it around and knock some of those shots down in the second half.
Yeah. John White, as you say, has been a very important factor for the Leopards, but we've seen a couple of moves where they've really played good team basketball, haven't we, as well?
That's exactly right. I think both teams have done very well moving the basketball and getting everybody else involved. And, you know, the Leopards have got some fast break baskets and created a little bit more offensive opportunities for themselves in the Towers right now.
Let's take a look at one of the outstanding pieces of team basketball from the Leopards early on. Nick, take us through this.
This is a nice play here that goes inside first to Makiba, up to the high post, and a sweet little dish-off pass for 2. Quickly, bang, the 4 different players touch the ball. There it is again. Inside, good look up to the top of the key, draws the defense, and the dish, and a nice finish there at the basket for the easy layup. That's great team basketball when you can have that many guys touch the ball in that short amount of time.
We saw some great play, obviously, from the London Towers as well. I think it was virtually the next play.
Yeah.
It was Carl Brown, wasn't it?
Right, this play here is, I think, one of the best plays I've seen in a long time. Look at this defense. Gets his arm down there, knocks it down, gets right back up and blasts by him in the break. Gonna go all the way. Nope. Dishes off to his buddy there, Paul Deprish, for the layup. And that is an outstanding play. The defense there to be able to get that thing, recover, and start heading the other way. That's what makes basketball great, is how quickly it goes from defense to offense.
Are you surprised perhaps that we haven't seen more of Martin Gottfried, bearing in mind the way he started?
Oh, just a little bit. I'm not sure. I think he came out and did a good job. They leaked him out a little bit in the fast break. He got some easy baskets. But they're playing a zone, and Martin is not the greatest outside shooter, so he can bring, you know, Danny Lewis and Depish and Carl Brown, his better perimeter shooters, to attack that zone a little bit. But Martin has done a great job, and we'll see what the defense Leopards plays probably dictate what kind of time Martin gets in the second half.
Let's see what these statistics are telling us then. These are the match facts from the first 2 quarters so far, Nick.
Well, the biggest thing you remember, the Leopards were 1 for 7 at the end of the first quarter from the 3-point line, and they got 6 of them there, so I think they went 5 for 6 in the second quarter from the 3-point line. That right there is the biggest difference. 46%, but 6 of 13 from the 3-point line. Not much from the free throw line, and the 2-point shooting's pretty even. The difference right now in the game is right there in the 3-point shooting.
This is the situation on the boards.
The boards. Not too bad either way. I think 8 offensive rebounds, but the Towers have 6. It's pretty even on the boards. 9 and 9 turnovers is a little high. 13 off the bench for the Leopards, pretty good, but most of that coming from Robert Youngblood, who didn't start the game.
And the leadometer. We saw the Leopards go off to a great start, the Towers pull it back, and then the Leopards opening up that advantage towards the end of the second.
Yeah, what I mentioned at the start of this halftime talk is it was a pretty even game. You know, it was close and tight, a little bit back and forth, and then John White opened it up with those 4 straight threes.
The Leopards able to establish that advantage through John White. This is his own personal shooting gallery. The red are the baskets that he scored, and the black are the ones that he didn't get. So he's obviously shooting a lot from the perimeter, Nick.
I was going to say, that's only one guy there, huh? John White's shooting, yeah. He always going to shoot a lot of 3-pointers, there's no doubt about it. And the thing that I said, he don't care if he's 1 for 6 or 1 for 7, he's going to keep shooting them, and he's going to start making some eventually.
Well, we've got lots of basketball coming your way in week 8. Let's hear about it from Suzanne.
Well, trophy action started last week, and this coming Wednesday sees Crystal Palace face the Greater London Leopards. This will be the Leopards' first game in this competition this season, and the Towers take on Derby in their league encounter. The Storm desperately in need of some more wins, 6 losses from 8 games so far. Saturday sees a combination of trophy, league and cup games. The Bullets play host to the Watford Royals in their first league meeting of the season. The Royals still looking for that first win, and the Bullets the only team in the league so far with no losses. Worthing and Crystal Palace do battle in their National Cup encounter. Saturday continues with all National Cup games. Coventry and Stevenage have their chance to meet the big boys of basketball when they face the Budweiser League teams, Thames Valley Tigers and the Manchester Giants. And Leicester do battle with Newcastle for the second time this season. And it's a busy weekend for some of the teams, isn't it? With more cup action on Sunday then, with the Greater London Leopards starting their defence of the National Cup. Just one of the 2 titles they won last season when they beat the Sheffield Sharks. And the only league game taking place is the Towers against the Riders. And Leicester will be hoping to repeat their success last season when they beat the Towers at Wembley.
Thanks very much to Suzanne. We have a great basketball game here for you. It is the capital derby between the Leopards and the Towers. Nick Nurse is with us. What do you think the Towers have to do to get back into this now, Nick?
Well, I think they need to show up their defense a little bit. Giving up 45 points is a little bit too much. Kevin talked about switching out, getting out there on John White, maybe not giving him quite as open a looks, and they need to just make some shots that they normally make. They're getting some good looks. They're just having some hard luck right now.
We'll be back with the second half straight after this break. Stay with us.
Entries for that competition. One day it may happen.
Great Britain versus Australia in a 3-test series. With the Australians currently dominating the game, can the British boys rise to the challenge? Sky Television presents the first test in association with Foster's next Saturday live from Wembley on Sky Sports 1.
At Currys now, the White Christmas sale and the biggest choice of Dyson cleaners anywhere in Britain. It's only at Currys now, Britain's biggest electrical stores.
We invented the Pentium 2 processor to do amazing things for your PC. So it seemed only fitting to find an equally amazing way to bring it to the world. So get on board and fasten your seatbelts.
In the higher reaches of the French Alps, the sun awakens a world of glorious life. The natural inhabitants enjoy the peace and tranquility of this vast mountain wilderness. Every day is a new adventure as they explore their snow-covered playground. But why should they have all the fun? After all, it is the largest ski domain in the world.
Tonight, 10 o'clock. Van Damme, Sudden Death, one of Sky's mega movies on the Movie Channel.
International Super League coming up next Saturday on Sky Sports is the first test between Great Britain and Australia. Wigan's Jason Robinson strengthens the Great Britain side in this, the first ever International Super League Test Series. It's live from Wembley Stadium, Saturday, 1:30, Sky Sports 1. Right here, we're watching the Leopards against the Towers. Back to the commentary team, to Nick and Mike.
Well, this can only get worse, because I think that first half was just sensational. Can it get better? There's a steal by the Leopards. Burks. High screen by Crump. There's the roll. Crump for the long 2. Doesn't get there. Rebound, Danny Lewis. Now, we didn't see that much from Danny in the first half. There's a nice lob pass, and it is good for Neville Austin. Danny's got to get going.
Danny looks like he's active right there. He came out and played some good defense, and then ran all the way and got that rebound, pushed it, assist for the layup. You're right. Danny Lewis needs to get him charged up and get him going.
John White White puts it on the floor, gets a whistle. On the floor, I think. Yes, it is. Ball will come in from the end line. Foul called on Depish. Crump has it. Back to Burks. Burks for the three. Doesn't get there. Rebound. Danny Lewis has the ball. Depish for two.
Well, is that a great start for the Towers? 2 defensive stops and 2 layups, both at the hands of Danny Lewis on the assist. And they couldn't ask for much better than that.
Cuts it to a 5-point ball game very, very quickly. Broken up again, and who's coming up with the ball? Danny Lewis. This time he has Robinson inside. And this time they do not get the points, but the save. Yellow ball's the call.
45-40, 8:44 left.
Lewis has it, back to Depish. Oh, Depish had a foot on the line. Burks to put it in. Here we go. Burks on the ball. John White make that. Youngblood posting up on Austin. Oh, sweet move. Doesn't get the points. Youngblood calling to the referee. Where's my whistle? Danny Lewis drives. Count the 2. That's a 3-point ball game.
Mike, man, you told Danny Lewis to wake up. He's got her going right now. Finishes it strong, taking it to the hole. This game, you're going in there to score. Referees are letting you play. Don't go in there looking for a foul call tonight because you may not get it. You got to go to score, just like Danny Lewis did right there.
Burks gets a screen from Crump and uses the roll. Crump goes to work to the sky hook. Doesn't get there, gets the whistle. Foul is called on Martin Gottfried, I think. Yes, it is. That's his second.
The winner tonight will be doing the draw a little bit later on. Don't forget,
there it is again.
Special draw coming up between the 3rd and 4th quarters.
Yeah.
Which I'd like to ask Pat
yep, what?
Man, well, kind of a reach in. Okay, Jason Crump on the line.
Do some draws for us.
Jason Crump. And we have the result of the other Budweiser League game taking place tonight, and it's defeat for the Chester Jets by 69-80 for the Newcastle Eagles. Nice shake and bake by John White. Doesn't get the bucket, gets the whistle. Top scorers were Corey Jackson for Chester with 21, and McGee for Newcastle with 33. That's a nice win for Newcastle. Nice win. Great move by John White.
Will have 2 shots.
John White, serious free throw shooter.
One of the best, Mike. One of the best. He can shoot it. He can flat out shoot the basketball.
He knows where the basket is.
No
Full
lie.
stop.
That's it.
Gets them both. We're back out to a 7-point ball game. John White already has 17, leads all scorers. Gottfried looked inside, nothing on. Robinson comes around the top, gets it from Depish. Gottfried. Ooh. Yellow ball's the call. The situation on the league, by the way, for this, as you know, we play 3 games. We play each other 3 times. This time round, the Leopards have 2 games at their place while the Towers have 1. It always happens somebody gets 2, the other gets 1, as Depish drains a 3. So this is a really crucial game for the Towers in particular.
Yeah, I think you're right. Although, I don't think in England as much the home court advantage. People pretty much play through that here. There's, you know, and the referees are good enough and things like that. And I don't really know. We used to win a lot more in Birmingham on the road than we did at home. So how do you figure that out?
Jump ball is the call. Austin versus Makiba Perry.
Hamilton return for the Towers.
There's the tip, and Depeche with the ball. Danny Lewis wide open, calling for the alley-oop. Oh, baby! Who called that one? Who called that one?
Oh, my
That's
God.
my boy right there. Look at this. That's an alley-oop.
That's a serious alley-oop.
And John White's turned his back just as Burks made the pass. What a basket! Oh. Can we call for that again, by the way, if the game gets a little boring? Just to lighten it up a bit.
It isn't going to get boring, Mike, because we got a high ball game right now.
What a ball game. Fantastic. Oh, man, that was worth the admittance fee on its own.
That's all gone. High ball game.
Perry.
13 on the clock.
Perry looks ahead. Youngblood has it to John White. Is this one going up?
Sure is.
Yep. Doesn't go down this time. Big hustle. Who's got the ball? Yellow ball is the call. That was a good hustle by Jason Crum.
Boy, the Towers defense has been outstanding here. They've only given up 4 points in the second half. That's
turnover situation. Doesn't get there with the long one. 11 apiece. It's high, but it makes for exciting basketball. Oh, great play by Burks. Great play by Eric Burks, and what a pass. I think it was John White with the assist to find him. Burks has only 10 points here tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to say he hasn't been all that involved tonight in this one, and he needs to get involved. Keep taking it in there off the glass and in transition.
Danny Lewis is good. Towers lead it by 1. Long time since the Towers had the lead, if you remember from that leadometer.
That's exactly right. They've just come out and got on fire here in the third quarter, knocking shots down and playing outstanding defense.
Crump gets walked with it. Billy Mims didn't like the call, as you can see in that third quarter. Towers outscoring the Leopards by 10. Ooh. Towers have been doing a good job in the third most of this season. Danny Lewis pops it back out. Depeche for 3 is short. Big rebound, and Burks will be on the end of this. Watch out! Keith Robinson has a problem with that. Is it the shin, kind of the knee, the right knee? And they're icing that now to try and keep it moving.
About 3 or 4 possessions ago, Mike, he banged into somebody else right at midcourt in kind of a loose ball situation. I'm not sure which one of the Leopards it was, but he hit knees with somebody there and went down and having a problem with it. That'll be tough on him. Should be okay tonight, but tomorrow will be real difficult for him.
Oh, nice feed. Whistle on the play. Is he giving the basket? Let's see. Basket is good. I think that's a little generous. I mean, if that foul was committed way down near his ankle, there.
Well,
I don't know.
I always say he wasn't going to pass it, Mike. He was going to shoot that thing. So
unless of course you were the defender's coach.
That's exactly right, man. Or Billy Mims.
Way short, that free throw. Burks on the ball. John White. White works in, nice spin move. Oh, what a move! Did you see the distance he traveled? In the air. Woo! And a big offensive board by Makiba Perry, and puts it back for 2. And that's a long 2.
Godfrey steps up, breaks down the jumper.
Tres Vance. Oh, now how do you not give that one when you gave the last one? Now let me ask you this, Coach. Where was he going with this one? Come on, answer me, Coach. Where was he going with that one?
He wasn't going to pass that one. Let's see, what can I say? I think he was pretty early, though. He got him on the way of catching the ball. He fouled him. I don't know. Here comes Blood around here.
Blood has it. Gets a whistle. Foul called on Austin. Whistle's blowing now. Whistle's blowing now. They're in the penalty, so the Leopards will go to the line, and still 4 minutes left to play in this third quarter. Here it is again.
Shots to come for Robert Youngblood.
Robert Youngblood shooting about 75% from the line, misses the first, gets the second. We are tied at 56.
56 apiece.
Gottfried. Hamilton for two. Doesn't get there. What a steal by Tresvant. And what an outlet. Hamilton breaks it up. But John White has it for three. Rebound Burks. Great pass off the glass.
Great pass off the glass.
There aren't many of us can make those passes, Coach.
Okay. Right place at the right time.
Hey, that's what you gotta be. Depesh for three.
Woo! Hey, I tell you what, man, this is a great game. Everybody just trading baskets, a little bit of everything. Look at that.
John White down the middle, drains the two, has 19 personal. Gottfried, good defense by Youngblood. It's a one-point game. John White, is that number 3? Yes, it is. That one was definitely on the floor. Carl Brown is going to come back into the ball game. Yeah, Carl's back. Martin Gottfried goes out. 2 minutes 50 left to play. Here it is again. White, yeah, must have got him on just above the wrist. Carl Brown has it. Neville Austin. And one. Foul is on Perry. Now let's, I don't know if we got that one again. Perry seems to be moving away from me. There it is. There's Perry. Left hand, yeah. That's a foul.
That's a foul.
Neville doesn't get there. Makiba Perry. Oh boy, that elbow was high, Makiba. Burks on the ball. Burks for three. Doesn't get there. Who's coming up with it? John White? No. Carl Brown. Brown with the lead pass. Stolen away by Eric Burks. John White has the ball. White pushes. Makiba goes left. Tresvant goes right. Pound the two. No. Burks. Oh. Danny Lewis has it. Oh, Danny was hoping that Hamilton would move closer in for the alley-oop. He didn't. Whew. My goodness. Gottfried is coming back. Danny Lewis going out. 2:14 left to play in the third.
2:14 left in the third quarter.
Ball coming in from the sideline. Gottfried has it. Hamilton out left, puts it on the floor, goes back to the middle to Carl Brown. Steps in a couple of paces and drains the long two.
There's a wide open shot for Carl Brown. We talked about in the first half. It looks like the Leopards are satisfied with giving him that shot, and that time he made him pay.
Blood. Blood goes to work. And one! Foul called on Gottfried. And one! Martin Gottfried picks up his third. Danny's coming back. know, Kevin sends Martin straight back onto the bench to come back in at the next opportunity. Blood gets the extra one, 3-point play. Guess what, coach? We're tied at 63.
Can't beat that.
Less than 2 minutes left to play in the third. Budweiser basketball action live on Sky. Carl Brown drives, and I thought that was a Towers ball. Nice drive. He passed it off to Neville Austin, who I think couldn't handle it. Burks on the ball.
Last 9 seconds to the third quarter.
Tied at 63. Feeds it to Youngblood. John White is open. White puts it up for the three. Doesn't get there. Rebound, Hamilton. And here comes the Towers. 1:13 left to play in the third. Danny puts it on the floor and drives. Foul is called on Burks, I think. Had one to give. That'll be the last one to give. So the ball will come in from the end line, I think. John White had a hot hand in the second quarter. 1 for 7 in the first, 0 for 5 in the third, 5 for 6 in the second.
That graphic right there, Mike, is really the story of the basketball game. First quarter, nothing. Second quarter, huge three-point shooting, and they got the big lead. Nothing this quarter, and the lead is evaporated. And on top of that, the Towers have hit 3 out of 5 themselves.
Carl Brown has the ball. Brown finds a little pressure in his face from Tresvant. Danny Lewis in and out. Danny Lewis working hard against Burks. Deppich is short. Rebound, Youngblood. How long on the shot clock? 51 seconds. Burks has the ball. Burks, oh, what a beautiful floater for 2. And Danny Lewis has the ball. Turns around. This time he finds John White all over him. Carl Brown doesn't take the 3. Carl Brown wraps it around to Deppich. There is a differential of about 15 seconds. And a steal by John White. 3-on-1 break. Blood! Brings the crowd to its feet here at the London Arena. $67 points to 63. We were tied at 63. Danny Lewis puts it up for the long. Oh, it's blocked. Somebody got a piece of it. John White has it. Needs to get it off. Too late. Too late. Will not count. We are at the end of the third. I didn't think it could get much better, but it suddenly did. What a dunk from Mr. Danny Lewis. There's more right after this.
Ready, here we go.
Orange understand that some people can't use a mobile phone at work. Chat 60 includes 60 minutes of off-peak calls each month to make talking after hours better value than ever. The future's bright. The future's orange.
Now there's an ad for the ladies.
Florida, 7-night packages from £359. California, 7-night packages from £359. Virgin Mega Deals, Megaphone now!
Live ice hockey is coming up on Sky Sports on Saturday. It's the semi-final of the B&H Cup. Cardiff against Newcastle. Catch all the action live Saturday night from 6:30 on Sky Sports 3. Right now you're watching the London Derby, and the Leopards are leading the Towers by 67 points to 63 as we go into the final quarter. Back to our commentators, to Nick and Mike.
Yeah, and what a game this one is turning out to be. There's Robert Youngblood having a great spell. Didn't start. Didn't start, hasn't played much this season because of injury. Been out for quite a while, but he's doing a good job here for his coach. Tresvant's on the ball to John White. White drives. White doesn't get there. Oh, I think Neville may have stepped out of court there. Danny Lewis, good ball movement. Great play by Danny. Burks has the ball, 2-point game, 65-67. Leopards with the lead, and the Leopards fans are standing up. Tresvant goes to work, wraps it around to Youngblood. Youngblood got bumped, Tresvant puts it away. That was a nice offense, Coach.
It was. Inside play again. Blood, who's been scoring a lot, dishes one off to Trez as he takes it to the hole.
And this time Youngblood at the other end gets the defensive board. Burks has the ball. Burks, oh, what a body movement. Gets a whistle on Gottfried. That's number 4 on Martin. Depesh is going to replace him. Martin Gottfried, here it is again. You know, it's that change of direction. You know, Burks is coming at you suddenly. He cuts to the left, and oh,
that Mike, and he's just so athletic. He's such a strong player and such a good jumper. When he decides to go in there, man, it's hard to do anything either but fouling.
Eric Burks misses the first. Gets the second.
Eric takes the second. 70 points to 65. 70 points to 65. If you're a Leopards fan, you should be standing for the final quarter. You dig? Everybody support the Leopards on your feet.
Robinson in the paint. Kicks it out to Depesh. It's short. Who's coming up with this? Tresvant. Oh, it didn't save it.
Possession ball and the Towers. The Subway winners are Lauren Good, Elaine Hurley,
Danny Lewis on the ball. Danny Lewis, what a fake! Oh, what a fake! So John White, a big one there, but White comes up with a rebound on the miss. There's Makiba. Will go to the line for 2. At the end of the third quarter in the Uniball Trophy, Manchester Giants 67, Sheffield Sharks 55. Jim Brandon and Mark Robinson on the opposite sides this season. Well, they were on the opposite sides last season, but you know what I mean. Oh dear, there it is. Makiba gets the first. Manchester may have got their stuff rolling at last.
They need to get it rolling, huh, Mike?
Hey, you can say that, Coach. I can't.
Why not? Hey, they know it too. They need to get it rolling. Maybe they got
Danny Lewis. And one! And one!
Go to the information desk at the end of the game, and you can get your piece of Eric Burks. The Eric Burks stop brought to you.
Great drive again. This time, Danny gets hammered and still finishes.
Well, Tresvant tried his best to foul him, but he blew past him. Youngblood finally got him. Danny gets a soft roll for the extra 1. Has 16 personal, leading scorer for the Towers, make that 17. You know, he didn't do much in the first half of this ball game. Second half definitely got going. John White, long, who's got the ball. Danny Lewis. Hamilton. Oh boy, didn't quite work that. Oh, and now we got a 2-on-1 going the other way. Oh baby! Oh, John White will save the day. Eric Burks, so did you see that move? Change your hand. Ooh, ooh, there it is again. There's the steal, and Burks on the ball. It was a 2-on-1. Depesh for 3! Depesh is 4 from 9 for downtown.
Keeping them right there. Big basket, big 3, just a 3-point basketball game.
Suppose if it was to finish now, well, never mind. John White. It ain't gonna finish now. White with the lead pass. McKeebo missed the dunk. Trez doesn't save it. McKeebo Perry was up there, not quite sure why this one didn't come down.
It's a great break for the Towers there. That was an easy inside basket to open it back up to 5 points. Now the Towers have a chance to cut it to 1 or even tie it with a 3-point shot.
Danny Lewis has gone to the bench. Robinson feeds Neville Austin. Neville works his way in, doesn't get the drop, gets the foul. It's on McKeebo, I think. Make that the third for McKeebo.
McKeebo goes to 3 fouls.
Yeah, got hits on the head, no doubt about that.
Neville Austin goes to the line, Mike, and historically he's had his problems. Again, he hasn't hit one yet tonight, but he's always been a poor, below 50% free throw shooter. Let's see what he does here.
I think he makes them when they really matter.
Hey, I was just going to say, he beat us with a game last year at Wembley Arena with 17 seconds left.
Gets one. And McKeebo Perry pulls down the board. Wow, what a save by Neville. Hamilton thought about a 3, takes the 3 off the glass, doesn't get there. Resvan pulls down the board.
That was too quick, Mike, for that one. They had a good hustle play. They need to reset, run their offense, take it back inside.
Burks looks ahead, feels the double team, feels the triple team. Offensive foul, the call. Now, if that wasn't a flop, then I don't know what is.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. Pretty good defense by the Towers and pretty quick and not much ball. I mean, he backed him in there. 4 Towers players in position to defend him there. And I don't know. Might have been a flop. You're probably right. That's right, Carl Brown, he's been known to flop a little bit, hasn't he, Mike?
You can say that. You can say that. Danny Lewis. Oh, great spin move by Neville. Turned into Youngblood. And he saves. It's a foul. Officially, he should have enough space to pivot, shouldn't he? So I suppose that's what the call is.
They kind of had him bottled up down there. Let's see. I think he thinks he got this pretty clean. Fakes. Hard to see from that angle. And he's going to go to the line.
To the line?
Because of the bonus, I believe. Nope, they're going to send him.
No. This is the 4th foul.
I'm sorry, yep.
That's the 4th foul.
They tricked me. They were all lining up for a free throw, Mike.
Yeah. Robinson. Oh, I thought he was going to go to the hole. Depesh fakes the 3.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh, 2 points.
Nice pass. What a cut. Nice pass.
Tied 74 apiece. 6 minutes to go. Which way is this one going then, Coach?
I think see what John White does here late in the stretch. He's been known to carry him like.
Doesn't get the drop. Foul called on Eric Burks away from the ball. And Kevin Cadle is mad as whatever. He wanted the fast break.
I don't blame him. They had an easy layup there. I didn't see what happened because I was watching the breakout. And now they got to go to the line to earn the 2 free throws instead of getting the layup at the end of the fast break.
Boy, Kevin looked mad there. Ooh. Burks on 4, Gottfried on 4. Perry, White, and Robinson on 3 apiece.
Will go to the line for 2 shots.
They're going to the line. Towers have the ball, so it's free throws. We're in the penalty. Carl Brown on the line, shooting 65 for the year. Not great numbers, but again, he's another guy who makes the big ones. Towers have 2 fouls to give. That could be crucial.
I'm surprised, too, because they've really been playing hard, tough defense here this half. I mean, that just shows you how good a defense they've been playing. They're stopping them, and they're not fouling.
Eric Brooks has got to remain in this ball game, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, they got to. This thing could go, the way the game's been going around the league this year, this one could go a long ways. Those guys got to stay out of foul trouble.
Youngblood doesn't get the drop. Makiba with the offensive board. Foul on Depish. Are they going to give that basket?
I don't think so.
No baskets. Kevin Cadle is saying it should have been a jump ball. Billy Mims is saying that they should have had the 2 shots as well. Well, how does a referee go to sleep at night? Can you tell me? Because they get it from everybody.
Now this call, I'm not sure why he's giving him 2 shots, Mike.
There's the foul. Now, I think that's and 1. But the referee said it happened on the floor. They had the 2 shot fouls to give.
He's got to make up his mind. He's either going to give him it's either got to be out of bounds or give him the basket.
Absolutely.
And it's not in the bonus.
Makiba gets 1.
Anyway, he's shooting 2.
Yeah.
And he made the first one.
Oh, I know, yeah. I've come across this once before. What they're saying is, and this is the only explanation, by the way.
Get out of here.
No, I'm telling you. They say that the ball went in on a secondary action. Foul is called on Trez, I think. It was a secondary action. So although it wasn't the shooting action originally, it was a secondary action that took it into the basket.
All right.
Or something like that.
Well, that was a bad foul there by Trez on the rebound.
Yeah.
We're going to be shooting a lot of free throws here all of a sudden.
I think we're going to the line. Who had the ball? Towers had the ball, so we're going for 2. Towers still have 1 to give. 5 minutes, 19 seconds. It's a 1-point ball game.
Come and see me at the end of the game for your £76.50 in cash. White tickets 131 to 135. Keith Robinson.
Robinson on the line for 2. Keith gets the first.
Robinson makes the first.
Carl Brown and Eric Brooks getting real close together. Please keep an eye on that. Oh, Robinson gets them both. That's a 3-point ball game. The lead for the London Towers. Last time these 2 teams met on Sky, nice crossover dribble. Tresvant has it down low, is stripped. Burks with the hook is good. Last time they met on Sky, of course, Towers won it by 1 point. It was the championship game earlier this year at the end of the 96-97 season. Danny Lewis drives. Defense does a good job. Carl Brown pops out. Ball is with Neville. Foul is called on Youngblood, I think. Neville will go to the line for 2. That's the 3rd foul on Blood. There it is. That's a foul, Robert.
Don't forget.
Timeout has been called. Referees are having a little conflab with the officials, with the...
Robert had his hands right around him and won't let him move, so I'm calling it.
Fine. If you're going to call that, how about every time we posted Youngblood, he's been held, he's been pushed.
Quite right, Billy. If I see it, I'll call it. Fair enough.
What's Roger looking at?
What's Roger looking at? Same game as me.
You're going to give them the game at the free throw line.
Look.
You're going to give them the game.
Well, you can hear what's going on there. Oh, my goodness. How do these referees sleep? You know, should the referees not be taking their time, should the coaches not be taking their time out? They're the assistants having to do it. Should the officials, the coaches not be doing their time out?
Well, Mike, I tell you what, it depends what your priorities are. If you think you need to tell, if you think you need to get your words in with the referee, if you think that's more important than talking to your team, then that's what you got to decide. And obviously he does at this point. He believes, like he said to him, why are you going to let the Towers win the game at the free throw line? And why every time we're down at this end, Youngblood's getting held, we can't shoot any free throws? Well, it's a matter of what you believe. you were coaching the team, I know you'd be in the timeout talking to your players.
Yes,
so.
I would. But you know what is interesting about that? This is part of the psychology of coaching, which you probably know more about than I did. Probably, right? He knows that down the stretch, okay, they could be a collision or something, and the referee has it in his mind, you know, Billy thinks I'm letting them win this ball game at the line. And it affects the call, you know, and this is part of what coaches do.
That's exactly what Billy's trying to do. He's complaining about what's happened in the past, but he's trying to get one coming up here.
Neville Austin, who doesn't make a free throw, has got 4 in a row.
Good.
Just thought I'd mention that to you, Coach.
4 in a row? That's good.
4 minutes, 47.
I tried to work with Neville on his free throw shooting, Mike, with the England team last year, so maybe it's paying off.
If he loses this game from the line, I'll tell you whether it paid off. Eric Burks on the ball. John White has it. Burks thought about setting the screen. Makiba Perry. Oh, Makiba, you should have dunked that. 1-point ball game. The crowd is making so much noise here now. 4 minutes 20 left to play. Oh, that's on Youngblood. I think that's 4. You know, Youngblood came around there. Did he have his hand on the ball? Or?
I don't know. Here, we'll take a look right here.
That's all ball.
It's not bad. The only thing that's tricky about that one, it might have been his left hand pulling him from the other side, but I might believe that might be Roger's call underneath the basket. Roger Harrison, the other referee, because he's right down there. He has a better look at holding from that position, I think.
Neville Austin is 4 for 6 from the line tonight. Well, your coaching has really helped him, man. I gotta hand it to you.
Maybe not.
Oh, who's coming up with this? Neville. And Makiba steals it away from him. 3-on-3 break. Burks gets it to White. White head fakes and puts up the 3. Doesn't get there. Burks pulls it down. White has it back. And, whoa! Danny Lewis. Lewis with the crossover. And comes back out and resets.
Just under 4 to go. 2-point ball game. Towers up.
Oh boy, that's good defense. Carl Brown has the ball. The shot clock is down to 12. That is on Makiba Perry. That is his 3rd.
Makiba Perry goes to 4 fouls.
John White has gone a bit cold from that 3-point line. Got just, I think it was 1 in the first quarter. Bucketful in the second, and doesn't get any so far.
Nothing in the second half, but beware. Still beware. He is firing them this half and hasn't hit them. But this is the time of the game where he'll come up with 1 or 2 big ones in a row, and that'll either bring his team back into the lead or open the game up.
Whether Billy's comments were right or whatever, there's no doubt about this. The Towers are winning this on the line.
Well, you're right, but the Towers have just shot their 21st free throw, and the Leopards have shot 21 free throws. So it's dead even. They both made 15, so free throw.
Killer crossover, and one! What a play by Eric Burks. Did you see the crossover? Oh, look at this. Look at this again. There it is. Oh. 81 points to 83.
Same thing we've been talking about, Mike. When Eric decides to go to the hole, he finds some way to slither by people and get it into the basket. That time he takes a knock, and still that soft touch to let it roll in.
Burks on the line. Gets the extra 1. Boy, there's bodies falling and people getting pushed and shoved, and whew, we still got 3 minutes, 20 seconds to play. Great pass, Danny Lewis. Look at the defense get over there. Woo! Neville Austin has it, back to Danny. Godfrey doesn't take the shot. Robinson, nice patient ball movement by the Towers. We're back down low with Neville Austin, there it is.
What an offense.
That is an offense.
That is unbelievable.
Look at this pass from Neville.
Great cut. That's the second time a guard has cut and Neville Austin has found him on the cut to the basket.
John White off the glass, doesn't get there, and Carl Brown has the ball. Three-point ball game. Now the Towers fans are getting into this one. Kevin Cadle saying, come on, get on with it.
Yeah, he wants them to keep playing and breaking them down, not stand out there and hold the ball. The shot clock's already down to 10.
Neville, turn around, it's good.
What a shot.
Whoa. And Billy has seen enough, he wants to talk it over. 82 points to 87, still a lot of time. 2:17 left to play. 2:17 left to play. He's going to talk to his players this time, Coach.
Yeah, he needs to. They're going to run something here. They're only down 5. There's plenty of time left. Let's see what he has to say.
Now listen to me. We got 2:17 left. We ain't got time now. We got to guard it everywhere. All right? We're going to come down on offense this time. We're going to run an X for John. Listen, they'll run it right this time. Then you have Youngblood and Tresvan, Lakiva Perry, John White, Eric Burks. Bring it here, Eric. All right, bring it and go. Oh, John, step out first when Eric comes here. Lakiva, try to back pick him. Tresvan, Youngblood, screen. Trez, kick out of there. Perry, come back here. John's coming through. Right, turn, go to the top. Let's go, not over here. Hey, try to get the basket first if we can. After we score, 100 feet.
Well, it looks very complicated. What I got from that is we're looking for a three-point shot from John White, left-hand side of the basket, coming off 2 screens, namely Tresvance and Lakiva Perry.
Well, I think they're going to try and set something up here for John White. As he said, we're going to run X for John, try and get him something here quick. But they're also going to press when they come out. But I'm sure Kevin Cadle was in the timeout saying, hey, don't let John White shoot the ball. I know he's missed some shots. Don't let him get an open one here.
Eric Burks has it. John White works to get over there. He's over. And the defenders get in his face. White with a little body swerve. Works inside. It's good. John White's hurt. White is hurt. We're down to a three-point ball game. John White has 23.
There's the drive.
Not quite sure what happened there, because nobody seemed to. Well, I didn't see anybody hit him.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's how you said. He just got off balance and just fell over. Look at that floor shooting for him. 8 for 28. Wow.
Takes a lot of shots, doesn't he? Takes a lot of shots. And there's, oh, is it a steal? No, it isn't. Robinson on the ball. Wow. Tough defense. Oh, they just get it over. Danny Lewis has it. Long to Robinson. Shot clock is down now to 10 seconds. Blocked. Rejected. And now John White on the ball. The Leopards trail by 3.
Where's Eric Burks at? Come on, Eric, help him out.
Youngblood has it. Burks comes to the top to get the ball. 1:15 left to play in regulation. Burks puts it on the floor, takes the long way round off the glass, count of 2. We got us a 1-point ball game. And looks like they're still in 100 team. Tresvance.
They don't need to be, they just need to play good, solid defense.
Blocking foul, the call on Lakiva Perry. Is that number 5? It is.
Foul is on Lakiva Perry with the block. 54.
The referee was right next to this play, so I'm going to make no comment.
Okay. The Leopards had him back to 1 point here, and they just needed to play good, solid defense, but Danny goes in. It's a good call. It's a good call. He was moving over. He jumped in the air and moved with him. That is a blocking foul.
He kind of moved left. Had he gone straight up, it would have been good. You move either side, right or left. That's a foul.
The reason that's such a good, that's a good play by Danny Lewis. Danny Lewis jumped around him. He was going at him and he jumped around him, and McKeeban knew that and tried to slide over, which makes it a blocking foul. 2 big free throws for Danny Lewis. This reminds you of something here, Mike.
Suddenly it's May. Suddenly it's the championship. Hasn't missed one tonight. Shooting 88%, is it? Yes, it is, on the season. Tonight he is 100%. We're back out to a 3-point ball game, less than a minute. 3 offenses, probably. Nice double screen for White. It goes up, doesn't get there. Now the situation is 41 seconds. The Leopards need a stop here. Nice double team. And Carl Brown has it. Goes cross court to Danny. Boy, if the Leopards, if the top, foul is called on Youngblood. That was a weak one. That is foul number 5 on Youngblood. Well, you see what Billy Mims thought about that.
Well, they fouled the wrong guy, that's for sure. Danny Lewis at the free throw line again.
The problem is, you know, Kevin Cadle knows who he wants to handle the ball in this situation. And that person is Danny Lewis. All the fouls in the final quarter. Quite amazing.
Well, I tell you what, he had a heck of a basketball game. He had 19 points, was 4 for 5 from the free throw line, 6 for 8 from the field, and 1 for 1 from the 3-point line. But he had it all early. Nothing in the 4th quarter, and that probably has something to do with, you know, his physical conditioning from not playing in a long time. But what a good ball game. What a great ball game for him for the first 3 quarters.
Make that a 4-point game. Now we're at 5. Now the Leopards have a problem because up for 3, doesn't get there. Rebound. Burke steps out, puts up the 3, doesn't get there. Who's coming up with the ball? Black ball is the call. I think Leopards got lucky there. I think that came off Tresvant. Of course, the Leopards could be going to 3 losses. They had an early loss. They had that one, of course, against Chester. And now they look like going to 3. John White has it. Oh, that should be... I think he was fouled there. And that will be Leopards' ball again. As I was saying just before, this is definitely a 2-possession situation if the Leopards are going to get this one. Yeah. And they're running out of time fast.
Yeah, it's real tough on them right now. Towers just need to keep playing good defense. But you're right, as far as the league play goes, Towers dropped to 3. But
that
Leopards, I'm sorry, dropped to 3. But it's a long season we saw last year.
John White gets the 3. 9 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Carl Brown is fouled. Now there should be something left on the clock. There should be something left on the clock here, and that's what Will Jones is saying.
Only place this makes difference is at the bookies, Mike, right here. Some people want him to shoot these free throws.
Will Jones says there are 2 seconds left on the clock. Carl Brown will go to the line. Will Jones is explaining, he's sending Kevin Cadle away. He's putting 2 seconds back on the clock.
2 seconds is a lot. 2 seconds is a lot there. Hey, this game isn't over yet.
I'm tired of it, Will.
He needs to make them both, but if he makes 1, they can still throw in a long 3 and go to OT.
Yeah. If he makes 2, they just got to stay clear because it could get an and 1 with a 3. I've seen it.
That's exactly right.
Of course, Towers have to just stay away and let him take the shot. Okay,
Well, he can.
Will Jones is counting 2 seconds.
No way.
They can't put it back on the clock, they've said. 2 seconds left to play. We have it on our clock on the screen. The clock does not start to roll until he misses the second or the ball comes in. Carl Brown misses the first. So now the best that Carl can do is make this a 3-point ball game. Then, of course, the Leopards have 2 seconds from the time the player on court touches the ball.
They've actually got a better chance if he makes this, Mike, so they can take it out and get a look at it. If he misses it, it's tough to get relined up. See what?
Oh, they got lucky there. Now, did they lose a second there?
I don't have any idea. I don't have any idea how they're figuring this out.
They will.
2 seconds left in the ball game.
Still 2 seconds. Oblite has it. No, that wasn't 2 seconds. Anyway, it's over.
That's the game.
It's over. 89-91. 2-point ball game. Victory for the Leopards. Victory for the Towers. What a ball game. The ending was kind of scrappy, but the rest of it has been fantastic.
Yeah, what a great game. A little bit of everything back and forth. Leopards got on a roll in the second quarter, but Towers came out in the third and really got themselves back in the game. And again, a great fourth quarter from the London Towers second half. They know how to win basketball games. Kevin Cato knows how to coach them to get the W.
No doubt about it. Some of the numbers on that first quarter, Youngblood had 19 points, Burks 24, White 26. Great all-round scoring by the Leopards. But then you go down and take a look at the Towers. 23 for Danny Lewis, 16 apiece for Austin and Depeche. It's a 2-point win for the London Towers, 89-91.
And you wonder how important that victory could be for the London Towers come the end of the season. Let's hear from some of the Towers players. Martin Gottfried and Danny Lewis are both talking to Suzanne Dander.
Thank you very much, Doc. Well, you get the Towers. We're having trouble with the sound at the moment. I hope you can. How did for you last?
Yo, don't mention me there, you little punk. Get your ass out of here.
Oh, you know, each of us, we
Well, obviously we're having a few problems with the sound on that. We'll get back and hear from those guys just as soon as we can. Nick Nurse has stepped over to join me. Nick, in the end, was it the Towers' better composure?
Well, a little bit, really. I think they did a good job at making their free throws. And Billy and Kevin Cato here having some words, it looks like.
It just goes to show, I suppose, how important it is to both these sides.
I know exactly how it feels. It's hard, man, when you lose a basketball game, especially one of this magnitude. It's, you know, and the referees and this and that. It's just hard anytime, no matter how you lose, to take it. And Billy's showing a little bit of his frustration right there.
Billy was very upset, he said, by some of the refereeing there. What did you make of it, Nick?
Well, I don't know. It's one of those things you gotta kind of try and play through that thing. I thought, you know, those guys, Will Jones and Roger Harrison, are certainly two of the best guys in the league. And I thought they did a decent job, and maybe Billy let it affect him maybe more than he should have, but you know, he's going to have his complaints, and he'll have to look at the videotape. You never really can tell when you're watching at the games, because those referees are a lot closer than you are as a coach. But again, I understand how he feels. It's frustrating.
Right, we've sorted our sound problems out. Let's go and hear from Danny Lewis and Martin Gottfried with Suzanne again.
Thanks very much, Dominic. We'll try a second time, but what I was actually saying to Danny Lewis is last season, you started off 3 games down to the Leopards. Once was enough. It wasn't going to happen again, was it?
Actually, nobody likes to lose, and we just needed to regroup and gather ourselves and see what we were doing wrong. And we started out a little slow today. After halftime, we regrouped and started playing our game and stopped playing their game. And we got back into what, a 2-point lead, 2 3-point lead, and we just maintained it. It was going back and forth, but at the end, free throws counted, and that's what won the game for us.
Well, we heard your coach, Kevin Cadle, in one of his times out say that stop playing on the outside and get inside, and it seemed to work.
Yeah. We was counting on the 3-point a lot. You know, we wanted Paul to get into a rhythm, Keith to get into a rhythm, but the shots were going in and out. So we had to change our strategy and go to the basket. We did. We went into Neville. Neville started scoring a lot of key baskets, and that sparked our outside shooting a lot. Then they had to double down on him, and it opened up a lot on the outside.
Certainly did, but I better go over to the young gentleman here. You've certainly stepped your game up since last season, haven't you, Martin?
Well, you know, off-season I've been working out hard, just trying to play a part on the team if I can, and do whatever it takes to win, you know. I feel more comfortable this year with the system I'm playing, so just whatever I can do to help us win would be nice, you know.
Well, you certainly did. Just briefly, Martin, you were able to get out on your own, which was very effective for the team, wasn't it?
Well, sometimes use my athletic ability to run up and down the court, try and outrun the guys. You know, they're a little tired. And guys like Danny, Keith, they're giving me the ball, so I just try and finish the play.
You certainly did. Congratulations to both of you, Danny, and it's a great start to your encounters against the Leopards. Thank you.
Injured, but yo, we still here. Murray, with my boy Tony here. What's up, John?
Well, it looks as though they're going to have a great night out, doesn't it, Nick? But how are the Leopards guys going to be feeling after this, and how important is that result?
Well, you know, again, the rivalry between the two teams is important, but as we talked about a little bit as the game went on, it gives them their third league loss, and you know they're the defending champions, and they want to hold on to that, to that title. They got their work cut out for them. They've lost twice at home now. They lost to the Birmingham Bullets and now twice to the Towers, so they're going to have to do some work on the road. They'll regroup, but they've got a very good basketball team, and I think at the end you're going to see these two teams at the top, probably along with Birmingham and maybe one other team.
Well, Kevin Cadle, of course, is the winning coach tonight. Let's hear him talking to Suzanne.
Thanks, Dominic, and he certainly does like to win, don't you, Kev?
Yeah, you know, it's much more fun winning than it is losing, especially when you know, you have a hometown battle like this. It was great. The game was pretty clean. Both teams went at it. You know, by far it wasn't a great basketball game, but you know, at this stage of the season, you know, it's a win. It's not a championship atmosphere. It's a win right now.
Certainly is, but there was one stage where you didn't really agree. You were looking for that fast break, you got it, and then they called a foul at the other end, and you were pretty mad, Kev.
Yeah, because you know you want that easy basket. You know, we had a chance to get an easy basket. But we still got on the free throw line. The guy made we made 2 free throws. I think we got 2 free throws in that instance. But you know, I was pleased with the team the way we came out the last 7 minutes. We started to play together more as a team. We got the ball down into the low post, and it created so many opportunities for us. Whereas for the first 35 minutes, we were just shooting outside shots, keeping the ball on the outside. But in the last 5-7 minutes, we went into Neville. He made some great decisions, came up with great plays. He even made foul shots. So, you know, that was the difference in the game. If Neville doesn't make his foul shots, if he reverts back to last season, then it's a problem down the stretch.
Kevin, well done. Congratulations. Great start for your encounters against the Leopards. We'll see something more of you again. Thanks, Kevin.
Kevin Cadle, whose London Tower side now stand at the top of the Budweiser League. Nick, Thames Valley also up there, and obviously the Greater London Leopards. Who do you think will provide the biggest challenge to the two London sides?
Well, I tell you what, right now it looks like the Birmingham Bullets. I mean, the Birmingham Bullets have beaten the Leopards here, and they've beaten the London Towers, you know, by 8 or 10. I know London had a few injuries that night, but Birmingham hasn't lost a game yet. I know it's my old team, and I'm plugging them a little bit, but I think they've got a very good basketball team. Anytime you got Nigel Lloyd and Tony Dorsey on the floor together, especially with the better role players they have this year, I think Birmingham will be probably the main challenger to the two London teams. And there's always one surprise, and this year maybe it looks like it's Thames Valley.
Yeah, and do you think Billy's got a bit of work to do now with those Leopards guys?
A little bit.
Pick them up a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit, but I think they've got an awful good basketball team, and you know, and over the course of the season they're going to win a lot of games, and you know, they've got talent, they've got experience, they've been there before, and they're going to be around.
Okay, Nick, thanks very much. Okay. Worth popping over, certainly, wasn't
it? Had a great time.
I hope you enjoyed our Sunday night basketball here at the London Arena. It was, of course, the night for the London Towers. The Leopards, well, they'll be a little bit upset, but they contributed to a thoroughly enjoyable evening. We're back in 2 weeks' time with Birmingham, Nick's old team against Worthing. Do join us then if you can. But tonight, it's been the London Towers' turn. They've won the Capital Derby. One thing you can be sure of, the Leopards will bite back. Good night.
New celebrations, all my favorites in miniature.
Morning.
Morning, Dad.
Oh yeah, I must sort out that loan, but I can't get to the bank.
Hello! There's a more convenient way to get an unsecured personal loan. Call Lombard Direct, free on 0800 215,000. 24 hours a day.
And what's more, there's now a special 1% discount off the APR on loans of £5,000 and over.
One call to Lombard Direct, and you're laughing.
To arrange a loan or for more information, call now, free on 0800 215,000.
British Gas proudly announces
a new pipeline. Because next year, we will be supplying not only gas, but also electricity, which could bring savings on your electricity bill and all the reassurance that comes with British Gas. British Gas, the home of energy.
John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, from director John Woo.
Let's just kill each other.
Face Off.
Ralgex attacks muscular pain fast.
Live NFL action, Pittsburgh versus Jacksonville here at 9 o'clock. Live USPGA Golf over on Sports 2 at 10.
This is Sky Sports 1.
This show is the second half of our 1997 season review. But before we start with action from Top Fuel, we talk to drag racing promoter Keith Bartlett about the future of the sport in Europe.
Well, in 1997, things have really taken off. The FIA Professional European Drag Racing Championship has really come of age. We've now developed it with a lot more media coverage. It's gotten a lot of interest from corporate sponsors that have looked at the sport but now taken it seriously, and probably most importantly, the spectators are seeing real hard competitive racing in all the three professional classes. So it's taken that next step forward to join perhaps 4 or 5 other major FIA disciplines that run championships throughout Europe.
Well, there you go, words of wisdom from the man in charge of racing in the UK as we look at our first semi-finals with the burnout. That's Finland's Tommy Happinen, and coming out in the opposing lane in the yellow dragster, that's Kent Persson from Sweden. Everyone here is up on their feet watching this one. Well, they know that Kent Persson, first time in a dragster in 1997. He's had occasional rides over the past few years, and once again he's up against this young man who is in the hot seat so very, very often. So can he do it? Can he pull one off for Sweden? It will be something to do it in front of your home crowd. He knows he's got to get a good start line reaction away from those staging beams, and he's up against a man who can pull a good start line reaction himself as they come into pre-stage. Roll forward another 7 inches, they're fully into stage. The lights burn down, they're away, and it's a better start line reaction for Kent Persson, but then a huge engine explosion for Tommy Happinen.
What do you think? I'm pleased. We made a good run there. We hope to run a little bit better number, but staying consistency is going to make us out in the finals. I'm very happy. Kent did a great job.
Peter Lance also builds the cars used to drive, and that's his car that Kent Persson is sitting in now. Just watch this. He got away first from the start line, but then that big explosion for Tommy Happinen, and that's going to play havoc with the rest of the racing here today. That's the result of a nitromethane explosion. It's taken the whole side of the engine out. Now, while Rico is sitting here pensively waiting, let me just tell you that besides taking the side of the engine out, that engine has oiled the whole lane down, and that's the lane that Barry Sheevels is due to run in. Now, Barry has got lane choice, and it's quite possible that he's doing exactly what I thought. He's putting Rico Antes into the lane where the oil has been.
Barry, Tommy's laid some oil down. You were supposed to run in that lane. You just moved to the right. Why?
Well, we had lane choice, and obviously you never know with an oil down whether the track's going to be in as good condition as it was before, so we took the decision to swap lanes.
Any psychology involved here?
Yes.
You left it a bit late?
Yes. I've had this happen to me in a European Championship round in Top Alcohol, and it definitely uneased me when it happened to me, so I'm hoping it's going to be a bit psychology, yes.
Well, this is a crucial race for Barry Sheevels. It would really put him in contention if he could take the win here. but he has been getting really, really close to the point of no return when it comes to start line reactions. And he's got a master of start line reactions in the opposing lane. I think that this is the first time Barry Sheevels from Great Britain has ever raced against Rico Antes from Germany. So there's a certain amount of unknown about each driver. Now, while that oil down was going on, we watched Rico sitting there very, very quietly in his car. Barry was out of the car, was relaxing, and I've seen this happen to Rico before. He was